Angels, good morning. So I just wanted to give like a little, life update. I've been really busy doing appointments. Sorry if you hear chickens being chickens outside. I have my window open. There's one freaking out right now. But yeah, just like a life update. Sorry I haven't really posted that much. I did have a lot of appointments. I had to go get like a yearly, physical type thing. And they took my blood and they sent me the results, and I found out that I have prediabetes, I have high cholesterol, and I have a lot of potassium in my blood, I guess, which I googled what does that even mean, and it means that you could have kidney damage. And I always think back to like when I got lithium toxicity and I tried to sue them and they were like, no, there's no permanent damage. But like, look at me now. After that, now I have tardive dyskinesia, now I have possible kidney damage. They didn't say that, and I thought like, well, if it was really that bad, I think my doctor would have called, right away. But I do have an appointment to go talk about the results on the 2nd, so maybe they'll talk about it there. But yeah, it just pisses me off, because I feel like, damn, I have come so far, I have worked so hard, and now I'm getting diabetes. So yeah, it's disheartening, and I'm like reflecting on my eating choices now, and yeah, it's better, but not really. I always fall back into that like old like craving for processed food, and I don't like really overeat it, but it's still not good, and I need to definitely stop snacking at night. I have to stop that. It's so hard though, because it's like I just want to chill, watch my show, unwind and eat a snack, but I can't be eating these like cereal or, cookies or anything like that. I need to just get a healthy snack and start there instead of maybe stop eating at night, only eat something healthy instead, because I don't want diabetes. I really don't. My dad has diabetes, and they had to cut his toe off because he like stubbed his toe and he was like uncontrolled diabetes because he was like, I don't want to put his business out there, but he wasn't like doing what he was supposed to do. So his diabetes was wildly out of control, and he stubbed his toe and he had to get his toe amputated. So I don't want that to happen to me. And pretty much nothing really, other, newsworthy to talk about in my life. Same old, but, I'm still exercising every day. I said before that I really like Grow with Joe. If any of you guys are trying to lose weight, especially if you're a woman, you don't need any equipment. You don't have to lay on the ground. They have workouts of all levels, and I just feel like that has helped me more than people really give credit for. I feel like for mental, not just about losing weight, but mentally having this schedule of making sure that I work out every day, it just helps me for some reason. And, just getting up and putting makeup on and, getting dressed, it helps me, especially, being disabled and not working. You can get stuck and just want to not even get out of bed because you feel like, I'm a loser of society. And I was talking to my husband about this the other day, like, people who don't live with me or aren't really close to me, they might say, you don't look disabled, you don't seem disabled, but they don't really see the struggles. Or, like the other night I woke up screaming. It was 3:30 a.m. and I just woke up and I was screaming. I don't even know why, but I do have a lot of trauma, and I did struggle really bad with psychosis, but I don't want to just say, well, I have a mental illness, so my life's gonna suck. I want to move past that, and yeah, it's a slow process, but I feel like I am, moving forward every day, bit by bit. And one good thing that is coming in the future, me and my husband, we went and we were looking at iPhones to try and get me an iPhone. The reason I don't have one is because before I could never keep track of a phone. I would always break it or lose it, or just thousands and thousands of phones. Not thousands, but many phones gone. So my husband didn't really trust me at first to buy me an iPhone. So he said, if you can not lose this phone for 1 year, I will get you an iPhone. So that was good. That's something that I'm happy about. Like, wow, I can keep a track of a phone for a whole year, and I'm finally gonna have an iPhone. I'm finally gonna have better quality camera, better sound, and I can't wait to just make content with that. So I am excited about that. And something else that I was thinking about too, the other day, my daughter, she likes to save change, and she saved a huge thing of change. It ended up being like $40, and she wanted to turn it in and buy something with it. And I was just thinking, like, I know this sounds grimy and it's embarrassing to admit, but I probably would have taken that in my addiction. I probably would have taken that. And I remember taking money from my husband before, like, and that's something I would never dream about now. And I'm just happy for that. And, I don't deserve a pat on the back for something like that, but it's just something personal. Anyone out there who was grimy before, who is ashamed of their past, I feel it's important to kind of like notice these types of things, because it is hard, to know that you were so horrible of a person. And sometimes I want to think, like, was I possessed? Like, but no, that's where addiction takes you. And it doesn't even just have to be substances. It could be alcohol, it could be gambling, it could be shopping, it could be overeating. But if it is affecting your life and turning you into someone you never wanted to be, then yeah, it's not good to keep it going. And I'm just so, so grateful I am not this horrible, grimy, selfish person anymore, but I was one. And I just, say that because I want to give hope to anybody else that, has hated themselves before. And it's hard to get over. And just want you to know that you're welcome here, and we're gonna grow together. We're gonna, I'm not this rich influencer type person. I mean, look at my phone. So I'm just trying to be real and be entertaining. I know it's hard just in my room with a $0 budget, but I try, and I encourage you guys to try and go for your dreams, and thanks for supporting mine. So yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.